Hello, test, test. What up, boys? Can everyone hear me okay? Hey, Aurelio. What up, bro? Hey, Calfresh. Hey, Alex. I've got whiskey and coke, to be fair. I'm not drinking a coffee. So I think let's just dive into it. I know a few people might be freaking out. I've been chilling with Loomdart today and a few other guys. Seems like a lot of people think that the market might continue down from here. Let's just see what we're seeing on the charts. Ouch. Okay. So for those who don't know, this is the chart we drew on the stream 2 days ago. And it actually is looking pretty rough right now. Hey Demetrius, how are you, brother? Hope you guys are okay and surviving this little dip. If anyone has any questions, please do let me know. And I'll work my way through them. So I'll just quickly cover what we was looking at yesterday, which was the ETH USD pairing. And the whole premises was that 30% drops are pretty normal in bull markets. And as long as we saw a daily close above 2,500, we would be pretty good for continuation to the upside, right? So that's what we want to be seeing. So the daily close yesterday was at 2,700, nearly 2,800, which is a really strong level for us. I felt pretty good about the market, right? A close up here, we would be thinking, you know, something like this, right? But on the 4 hour, it looks like ETH has actually dipped below this key level and it's now treating it as resistance. So a pretty traditional. That is what we're seeing on ETH right now. And that makes for a really good short setup actually, if I'm speaking out of bias. And it makes sense to revisit if we can't reclaim this level tonight for daily close. Then I guess we can see continuation down to 2k, which I guess is not what everyone wants to hear, but I have to speak honestly and openly about what I'm seeing on the charts. Well. But that said, we have a while before the daily close, and things can be saved. Someone just type in the chat quickly. I don't think my chat's updating. But yeah, daily close above 2,500 is fine. Just seems as though a lot of this FUD is coming at the exact same time, which is pretty surprising. Not surprising, sorry. Most of this stuff is probably hard to see the numbers. Okay, let me fix that. 2017 code, they won their bear market back. Sentiment is good as long as we close this daily above 2,500, right? If we close below here, then our next major support is 2k, and we'd be seeing some accumulation, right? nothing too major to worry about right now. It's still only a little bit underneath the level we need to claim. It's like $10 off on Ethereum, so could just be some high volatility, some high wicks, and people should not be panicking. Hey Chris, how are you, brother? Do I think this is the start of the bear if we drop down to 2k? So we already dropped to 1.8, I think, which is here, which we could consider the wick to fulfill the previous local highs. I don't personally think it's the end of the bull market. The issue is that the market was so overextended. There were so many like shit coins coming into the market. My cousins were messaging me asking if I invest in advice. Like, I need to be selling into that, not buying into it. So yeah, that's why I was selling. And I think if we did not correct on the market in the next 2 weeks, which has now happened, I think we would have topped out this year, before summer, and we would have got crushed, 80% or 90% pullbacks. Now we've had this 40% correction or 35%. I'm feeling much better about the market. More bullish than I felt in the last 2 months. A little bit worrying on the low time frames, like I said, like here. This needs to be support, not resistance. Let's take a look at BTC. BTC looks pretty interesting. So this zone we had marked on yesterday's stream, or on the previous stream, for example. This is where I wanted to see some accumulation, if you remember me talking about it. Between 40k and 37. This is where we want to be seeing some accumulation for crypto, for Bitcoin. Because there's major support here, major resistance. I would consider this the support of the bull market. And lower time frames looks doesn't look great, but I guess you have this open here, which was defended yesterday, or on the dip 2 days ago. So you have this large wick down here, large wick here, which is where buyers stepped in to defend price action, right? So as long as these wicks are not, like if we're seeing candle structure close down here, it shows buyers reduce their selling positions and reduce their bias on trading, on buying Bitcoin pretty much. We pretty much need to see only wicks below, which is fine. Candle structure down here, like a slow bleed, is pretty bearish. We need to bounce back now. Accumulation in here, accumulation here. But let's wait and see. How are we looking on the weekly? If you guys are enjoying the stream, please give it a like. There's 80 people in here and only 8 likes. Also, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. I'm going to really take this channel very seriously. Also, I might do a little BTC giveaway when we hit 2k subscribers. So, BTC on the weekly looks pretty good. Like, I can't really complain. If the weekly closes above 38,000, sorry, I feel pretty bullish on the setup in general. Like that is such a huge wick. Like it doesn't get more bullish than that. Hey Nico, how are you? Thank you for the support, brother. So like this was the previous all-time high. The only other high time frame area of like consolidation and interest of like a local top, I would say, is this region right here, right? Which is between 37,000 and 32,000. So that's what I would be looking for. This looks really good. And even the monthly looks fine. See, that's the issue I see. That's the thing I see right now. Even though a lot of people are bearish on like low time frames, I'm pretty bullish on high time frames. I'm happy to start scaling into my positions. So this weekly close looks really good. ETH, I can take a look at ETH on the 4 hour show. I just took a quick look. Hey Ashk, I'll be doing live streams twice or 3 times a week, depending if people enjoy them. I'm not sure how they're going so far. Volume should be good. I can turn up a little bit. Test, test, test. Let's take a quick look at this 4 hour and see what we can see. Can someone link me the China FUD in the chat? I didn't actually see any articles. I'll delete. I can delete this from yesterday and redraw it out for you guys. So, daily for BTC. Let's take a quick look. Huge support here, right? Boom, 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 boom. And this level is $2,000 for ETH. So $2,000 is what we need to hold, macro time frame. And some minor resistance there. Yeah. And that's pretty much it, right? For macro levels, anything above the daily, they're pretty much our major levels of support. So you got 22,150. And they're the levels we need to be reclaiming on a daily time frame. So, hey Bernardo, how are you, brother? I'm doing okay. Hope you guys are surviving this little dip. I'm guessing, if I had to take a guess, we're going to be accumulating or just ranging with high volatility for the next few weeks. That would be my guess. So, all I can recommend is that you look after your positions and take care of your portfolio. Make sure you're well positioned for both upside and downside. That's the best advice I could give, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. ETH on the 4 hour, I wouldn't say it's forming a bomb right now. Like I said earlier, it looks pretty bad, I guess. So you can see here, this was previously support, this whole level. Now it's been acted as resistance. So unless we can reclaim 2550 today, we might be in a bit of trouble. 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 2550, 25 If anyone has any altcoin requests, make sure you're subbed to the channel and just leave your comments in the channel, and I'll take a look in a minute. Hey Alex, how are you? Any reason to sell any spot in ETH right now? So my spot selling on ETH was above 3,800. My reason for selling was due to social indicators on how the market reacted to a variety of things, right? So we saw a bunch of idiots like raising capital for shitty coins. We saw multiple Doge ripoffs. People over leveraged, a bunch of other factors, which makes me interested in selling my spot position. Personally, I'm not interested in selling my spot position when everyone else is selling and panicking. That's, in my opinion, that's how you get a little bit screwed over. Hey Westwood, Sony, Tarek, John Kelly, Chris, I'll take a look at your charts in a second. Just wanted to cover that question on ETH spot. I'm a buyer of ETH spot right now, not a seller. Hey mister, I'll try my best. Okay, so let's start on some chat requests. Start off with Ada. Let's start here. Actually, you know what? Let me do something real quick. Wow, that looks pretty interesting, guys. Personally, not a fan of the network itself. Never held any. But if it holds like this, then, you know, I could be interested in a position. Do this quickly. Send out a quick little thing. Yeah, so Ada looks pretty interesting, right? Major level of support. Like this is, if you're in Ada, this is your godlike support level, which is $1. you break down below $1, you're going to zero, pretty much. But no worries. You have another support at 150, which is going to save you. And your support at 150 looks really good as well. Ada looks fine. Personally, wouldn't be selling. If you're a huge supporter of the project long term, then I can see an entry here. But that's my thoughts. Looks fine. If you're in Ada and like you're watching the low time frames, if you break below 150 and it gets reclaimed as resistance, then that's your exit. So you want to exit here, and you'd be targeting probably 125 as the next support level. Let me work my way through. So that's my thoughts on Ada. God, too many things. Union Ave. I charted Ave yesterday on yesterday's stream, so not much to really talk about. You can see here, this is the chart we moved on yesterday, and you can see looking pretty similar to ETH, right? Not looking the best. especially if we're going to close the daily below 390. Obviously the daily can still get saved if we close above here. Right, so you want to see the daily close here. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Down. The good thing is that all the charts are looking pretty similar, right? So there's two setups you have right now in the market. One is for more bullish setups, coins which are holding their ground pretty well, stuff like Sol, and then you have more bearish setups, right? So we came down, tested support. And then you have projects right now which are closing above the support levels. Usually macro time frame supports. And then you have other projects that are doing stuff like this right now, which looks bad. So yeah, pretty much just go to the 4 hour on any chart you have, and see if you get the bearish or the bullish pairing. Hey King, I'll check out BAT in a minute for you, no problem. Just working my way through these. If anyone has any generic market questions and not chart requests, please let me know. I can answer them while I'm charting. Westwood said, in terms of alt season, I think it's over. Time to switch to BTC. Interesting take. Personally, I haven't held any BTC since February, I think. I scaled out pretty heavily, around like 40k or something like that. But I have bought BTC back in the last 3 or 4 weeks, which is pretty big for me. I'm not a huge BTC maxi, so I think all season has been so good the last few months. Like I've done multiple, like maybe 10 or 15 100x's this year, which is just absurd. So yeah, we've had a crazy old season the past year. No reason to think that, no reason to get greedy. And scaling back into BTC is a really good idea, especially if you're not on the correct alts. Tarek said, for me, my general question is, does it make sense to sell spot now to buy back lower as a hedge? So my take on that would be, I was telling a friend about this the other day. He had about 80% exposure to the markets, compared to me where I'm more like 60 or 70% in stables. And I just said to him, look, first off, you need to be, I would say 50-50, right? 50-50 between crypto, 50-50 between stables. Another, like you can be staking stables and making quite a significant amount of money if you're in crypto. I'm using protocols like Aave and other DeFi protocols. And then once your portfolio is like 50-50, then you can ask yourself, like, what do I like more? Do I like my stables more, or do I like my crypto more? And in my friend's case, he preferred crypto. So I said, okay, so now it's not 50-50, it's 65 or 70% crypto and 40 or 30% stables. And if you feel like you've made enough money and you want to really solidify some profits, then you're probably talking 60% stables or 70% stables and 30% in crypto, 40% in crypto. That's how I personally do it. But yeah, that's my opinion. With all these investigations into exchanges like Kraken and Binance, where do you suggest buying and selling crypto? Of course, Binance has been around for a long time. Personally, I haven't used Kraken. I use FTX now, pretty much. I used to use Binance, but I got pretty hurt because of the maintenance times. The bot is a bit shitty when it comes to big plays, right? Like when we saw the downside a few days ago, Binance was unusable, and FTX was still working barely. So that's the reason I use FTX. Also great for cashing out. onboarding, offboarding. But in the US, I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if FTX is available in the US. I think it should be. What's your stablecoin of choice? Pax USDC or USDT? I would split if I have like $10,000 in stables, for example, I would hold 3,500 in each one, right? So 33% in Pax, 33% in USDC, and 33% in USDT. That way, you're minimizing your risk again. One day you could wake up and USDT could be under federal investigation. I doubt it, but that's another reason to split some of your stables up. USDC is, in my opinion, is the strongest. What is your end of year price prediction for Ethereum? God, that's a good question. My price prediction was 3K, but that was absolutely demolished. I guess I don't really have a price prediction anymore. Let's take a look at CTSI, because I'm pretty bullish on this. I've started to build a position again. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing these a few times a week. But yeah, thanks guys, I appreciate you being here on your Friday night. So CTSI major support at around 47 cents. But there's some pretty strong support at 80 cents, which is my buy level. Major support here, now flipped into resistance at 90 cents. And a bunch of like other support levels in here. One at 75 and one at 60. So they're the two levels you'll be watching. You can see here, 75 cents is defended multiple times. This is your major support level. Probably just see some chop here between 75 and 90. And you can buy higher at 90 once 90 gets slipped back into support. But I like CTSI as a long-term hold. I held it back from 6 cents to $1. Sold at $1, now buying back at 80 cents. Sony Tab, what up brother? Do you keep stables on Curve? I keep my stables on a variety of exchanges and DeFi protocols. But yeah. TSI, do you think the EIP 5 good question, Tommy. Honestly, very high chance it's already like already traded and like played into the market with the recent volatility. People have been pushing that narrative pretty strong, and it's hard to think like if people are pushing the narrative so strong, then what's going to happen when it actually releases, you know? Similar thing to we saw with staking, right? The first phase 0 came out of ETH, and on that day we saw a dump, I believe. Let's just wait and see. ETH long term is like super cool, super bullish on it. Do you use Waves Exchange? I have used Wave Exchange before. There's some good APY. Hey Domintus, Labus. It is 40% APY on USDC. Yeah, it does have some really good levels. Yeah, some really good APY prices and returns. But yeah, I have used Wave Exchange. It's a really solid platform. I can take a look at YFI, no problem. 2 likes from 40 likes, guys. Let's go. YFI. Wow, so yeah, it's pretty good. Previous all-time high was around 43,000, which is the exact level that's being tested now. You can see here is resistance as well. Looking really good on a macro time frame. If you're bullish on YFI, then no reason to think, like as long as bulls continue to step in here, it looks pretty good. We could see some continuation, some accumulation here, but generally speaking, looks good. That said, you know, this is all in comparison with BTC. If BTC and ETH want to get destroyed by FUD, then there's not much you can do. But speaking from a TA perspective, it looks pretty good. One sec, guys. See if I can get someone to join the stream. Do you see Wi-Fi outperforming Bitcoin? No, I don't. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Hey Salman, how are you? I can take a look at Sol for you, no problem, brother. So I charted Sol yesterday. See, they all look the same, right? All the charts are looking very similar right now, which is a loss of like a local support level and flipped into resistance. Yeah, Sol looks like everything else. Below $40, which is obviously now resistance, which was previously support. And we can just see, hopefully, buyers continue to step in around $35. If we close a candle below 36, then it might be a bit worrying, but Sol in this market looks pretty strong. Like, it bounces back pretty strong overall. And it's Sol season after all. I'm investing a lot in Sol-based projects. So yeah, I'm bullish on Sol. TAG, I can take a look at. I'm not very familiar. Hey D-Texas, thank you brother for saying that. I appreciate the support. Like I said, I'm going to be putting a lot of effort into these streams, putting a lot of effort into my YouTube channel, making sure my content is on time and delivered. Ooh, this dive looks pretty painful. So, weekly chart, I don't really want to mark that, but yeah. Lots of support levels down below. Lost major support. Hey Usman, I will recap BTC and ETH for you, no problem. Thank you for joining the stream, brother. I appreciate it. So here on TAG, you can see major support level has been crashed. Today actually, not yesterday. Yesterday we dipped down to about 0.04, now we're at 0.05 and looking like we could dip a little bit lower. Probably a bottom is like 0.04, but there is minor support here. So like every other chart I've shown tonight, still in our support region, just at the bottom of the support. Hey King Executive, I'll take a look at that now, sure. I'll recap BTC and ETH quickly. If you are enjoying the stream, please make sure to subscribe and give it a like. I really appreciate you guys on your Friday night being here, chilling with me. Probably not going to be live too much longer, but you know how it is. I just wanted to make sure you guys are okay. If you have any questions, you panicking, please do let me know. So with BTC, this is our important level, right? For ETH, sorry, not BTC. $2,550. We need to see daily close above that level, because if this is our level, price, God, that was so bad, and our price is below, we need to see this level reclaimed, right? So we can enter our position, and also so that we know the setup is still bullish in general terms. But from here, like, you know, we need to see that level reclaimed. Because if it's not claimed on the daily, then we could be in trouble. And why is that, you may ask? Well, because on the 4 hour, you can see, I feel like I'm drawing just the same things over and over again, but you know, there's not, that's the point. This level needs to be reclaimed fast. This wick does not look good on the low time frames. Like if you're in a leverage position and your entry was 2,500, you want to be cutting your position right now. If you're in a spot position from like 26, 27 like me, then you're fine, probably. So it looks pretty bad low time frame, but we can still close the daily and the weekly strong, as long as buyers continue to step in. The FUD is the only thing pushing the market down right now. And I guarantee you, this China FUD, I guarantee you China are buying Bitcoin. I have a friend here, where I'm currently living in Dubai. He's works with a lot of institutional traders, a lot of institutional funds. They're buying Bitcoin heavy, like never before. But apart from this live stream, what's everyone up to on this Friday night? Where is everyone from? Like BTC looks okay on a daily. Like we can keep closing, but we got a few wicks, right? Wick 1, wick 2, wick 3. But we can keep closing. Above 40k would be great, but anything above 38,000 is fine. It's just the lower end of our support. Could get a little shaky, a little volatile, but nothing majorly concerning right now. What would be major concerning is like close below, a daily close below 36,000 is where you want to start panicking. Likely we're going to see 33, 32, 30. So that's my opinion on BTC right now. Close below 36,000, or even 36,500. Not good at all. Hey Christian. Thank you, Tarek. Sure, I can take a look at BNB. I'm not going to take a look at Cake because I don't think it's on TradingView. I can take a quick look. I also just don't... I guess it is actually, right? I'll do it because I love you. Listing price. Obviously an important level. Spot. This is your range. I'm joking. Which is your candle price. Let's also draw a fib. Why not? And that's how you chart Cake. Some sort of block of consolidation, and I'm not sure how it's going to translate. Fine. This wick is a bit scary. I was just looking for yeah, so this region's pretty good. Between 18 and 16. Expect to see some accommodation, what the fuck? Accumulation here. But looks fine. This region's pretty strong. Probably a good place to start buying. No idea what the project is. No idea what the project does. Actually bought some BNB recently. Yeah, $10 on Cake is a really sick entry, bro. Congratulations on that. PNB looks pretty good. Yeah. Like everything else. We really wanted to see that region flipped into support, but I guess not. That's pretty much it. 300 is a really good level for BNB in my opinion. But I remember when this was $20 last year. So disgusting. If anyone has any last questions before I head off for tonight, generally speaking. Can we get 50 likes before the stream ends? 3 more likes, guys. I'll take a look at back quickly, sorry. Damn, every chart looks the same today. Every single chart we've taken a look at looks the same. Which is literally just all time, like the high support we have on like everything, like the support we made when we was like bullish and like everything was going up crazy. Technically, it's not like a super strong support level, but it held for a few, like 2 months while the market was bullish, right? Now it's started to break down. We've lost that, and now we're at the lower point of our range support. So this is like your range high. This is your range low. You could assume we just see some accumulation, right? But if you want to be bullish, you trade it like that. And if you want to be bearish, you trade it like that. So you set your entry price at 90 cents, I guess. Once 90 cents is back to support, and you set your short signal at 70 cents once that's been flipped into resistance. And that's how you trade in this market, especially how you trade BAT right now. But everything looks the same. Okay guys, I'm going to shoot off if nobody has any last questions. Appreciate you all tuning in on this Friday. Hope everyone's not panicking too much. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to me. And I'll see you probably maybe tomorrow for another stream. Definitely on the weekend. But thanks for watching guys, I really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. Thanks guys. Bye. Have a good Friday night.